Hello everyone and welcome. So today we're gonna take a look and do a little bit of repair of Radeon x850 XT Platinum. It came by the end of 2004 and that's the first generation of PCIe based ATI card. As you can see over here, we got some damage on PCIe fins from both sides. Over here it looks like there is a little bit of shorts. Screws are pretty messed up, and someone put the custom heatsinks. Unfortunately, there are no stickers on this card, and for the VRM we have DRMOS over there and two PWM controllers with more MOSFETs, so it looks like GPU has two phases, and then we have two other power lanes. I would assume one is like VMEM and another one maybe it's like 5 volt or something like that. The card is pretty dusty. IO shield or IO bracket is pretty bent, as you can see, but overall it's quite neat design, noticeable. And yeah, so this card is known that it doesn't post, or sometimes it does, but even if it does, then it just doesn't detect half of the PCIe or even more. So I'm gonna start with the disassembly. We're gonna service the card, we're gonna try to remove these shorts, restore the damaged fins, and we'll see if it posts and do more testing. So that's our beautiful GPU. Looks like it been manufactured in 11 week of 2005 if ATI had the marking like that back in days. But yeah, pretty good condition, no cracks, nothing like that. That's our damaged PCIe with pretty deep cuts, so no surprise. And then over here another damage, and the edge of PCIe fins looks like some of them got some short. As for memory, it's a Samsung one, so potentially gonna have some overclocking. But yeah, first thing, I'm probably just gonna clean up the radiator, and yeah, then gonna get back to my PCB. So for the front side damaged fins, I just gonna put some flux, soldering iron, and just gonna, tin it. And as for the rear part, I'm just gonna grab something sharp like tweezers and try to remove any shorts and any leftovers on the PCB. And then after some cleaning, it looks like that. Not the best one, but it's gonna make job done. So gonna proceed with the assembly and test the card. So the card is assembled, and we did the repair on PCI-e damage. I also swapped all of the messed up screws. For my test bench, as always, it's x58 with i7 first gen 990X overclocked to like 4.2, and I have 24 gigs of DDR3 1600 in XMP. For the OSs, I'm gonna run it on Windows XP 64-bit. At least that one can run 3D Mark, because XP64 is a sketchy OS, and for sure I'm gonna run it in Vista. For Windows 7 there is even no official drivers, so for now I probably wouldn't mess up with that. Takes a while to post, but that's somewhat okay. I see the keyboard is up, so motherboard technically posted. Maybe monitor is messing with me. And look at that, Windows XP 64 booting up. As you can see, it says Microsoft Corporation R4XT XT Platinum Edition. That's actually quite interesting that Windows could recognize what exactly card is it. So let's see what do we have in GPU-Z. So GPU-Z simply says the same, but yeah, we have 440 by 540 by 590, so it's indeed Platinum Edition. Temperatures are cool, but we don't have any proper drivers. So I'm gonna go ahead and install drivers, reboot, do all of this stuff, and gonna come back when it's ready. So drivers installed, ATI Control Center works fine. Let's change the resolution, and looks like it can go all the way up to 1080p, which, you know, for a card from 2004 and which was the first gen of PCI-e card, looks good enough. Just double checking everything in GPU-Z now, and yeah, if you see now it just says x850 series, it doesn't say Platinum Edition as Microsoft driver was reporting, but that's fine, we still see our proper frequencies for both GPU and memory. So we are good. And as you can see, this card runs PCI-e version 1.1. There is nothing interesting over there. BIOS from November 2004. So sounds about right. I'm just gonna save some screenshots and history for myself, and we're gonna go ahead and start that 3D Mark. So our 3D Mark finished, we got almost 17k points, which is pretty impressive from the card of that age. Most of the time it was smoking everything. You can see those FPS are pretty great. I mean, not great, they're even outstanding for that card. We're also gonna compare and see how that card gonna perform under Vista, but now we're gonna go to 3D05. In 3DO5 we got 8K, not bad at all. As a next thing, I'm also gonna give it a try and run 3DO6. It may not fully run everything, because it may require shaders version 3 and this card doesn't support them, but you know, we'll give it a try. So 3DO6 is way more heavier benchmark, as you've seen from FPS, and we got only 2650. So as I mentioned previously, the next step, I'm gonna go ahead, boot in the Vista, install all the drivers, and retest everything and see how the scores goes. So drivers are installed, and again, with AMD or ATI driver, it says x850 series. Microsoft VDDM was showing XT Platinum, but we have all of our proper frequencies. So let's gonna get started and do benchmarking. So the difference in benchmark numbers is only around 500. Not critical at all. Now let's go to 3DO5. So in 3DO5, the difference even way less noticeable. It's like around 60 points. Let's go with 3DO6. So as for 3DO6, results in Vista is even a little bit better, but it's less than 1%, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that was it. That was review of Radeon x850 XT Platinum, the first generation of ATI cards, which supported PCI-e, and yeah, it has iconic design. It's gonna be pretty interesting to compare it with a competitor, which was 6800 Ultra. I don't have it working right now, but when the time comes and when I have it, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see. Thank you everyone and stay tuned.